Today's topic is the reason for naming the Arab Gulf countries by this name. The Arabian Gulf is one of the most important regions that are considered a large and important water body. It has played a very large role by linking global trade routes east and west, and has served as a major center for the sale of all goods and merchandise between all countries of the world. It has also worked on the exchange and diversity of cultural civilizations among countries. Countries got to know each other through it, such as Western civilizations and Eastern civilizations, such as India and China. The Arabian Gulf is also characterized by a large number of wide terrains spread in all its aspects, and is surrounded by many beaches, plains, plateaus, and sandy mountains. What is Arabian Gulf? The Persian Gulf is a group of waters bordering Iran, Iraq, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Oman. The Gulf covers an area of approximately 87,000 square miles, with a maximum depth of about 330 feet and an average depth of about 115 feet. It is considered the only sea outlet from the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman and the Indian Ocean, the rest of the world through a narrow passage, the Strait of Hormuz. Most of the fresh water flow into the Gulf comes from the Tigris, Euphrates, and Karun rivers, where surface water temperatures range from 75 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit in the Strait of Hormuz to 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit in the far northwest. These higher temperatures and lower freshwater flow lead to more evaporation than the freshwater flow. As a result of the high salinity, it ranges from 37 to 38 parts per thousand in the inlet to 38 to 41 parts per thousand in the far northwest. Greater salinities and temperatures are also found in the waters of the lakes on the Arabian shore, where the tidal range ranges from about 4 to 5 feet around Qatar, increasing to 10 to 11 feet in the northwest and from the 9 to 10 feet in the extreme southeast. When the onshore winds are strong, the coastal water level, especially in the southern Bay Area, may rise as much as 8 feet, causing extensive flooding from the low-lying subcoast. Tidal currents are strong at the entrance to the bay, but elsewhere, except between islands or in estuaries and lake inlets, seldom exceed 1 to 2 miles per hour. Winds influence and sometimes reverse local currents. The reason for naming the Arabian Gulf by this name. The name of the Arabian Gulf is due to this name because it is considered a water arm of the Arabian Sea, and its location extends from the coast of the Arabian Peninsula in the north along the Gulf of Oman in the south, at a distance of approximately 956 kilometers and the width of the Arabian Gulf about 370 kilometers, or from its length up to about 23,100. On the Strait of Hormuz, it is located in the Arabian Gulf from the west, and many countries, such as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, the Sultanate of Oman, Qatar, Iraq, and Bahrain. It is surrounded on the eastern side by the region of Arabistan, Al-Ahwaz, and Al-Linga, and this name is its permanent name in our ancient Arabic language, as it is known to it in various Arab countries, and this name has also been given in all Arab documents known to the United Nations. Other names for the Arabian Gulf were the names of the Arabian Gulf region were multiplied with the passage of times and eras, so it was called among the names to the land of God, and this name continued for it until the beginning of the second millennium BC, and it was named by the commander of the Persian army, Niarchos, in the year 325 BC under the name of the East Sea Great. But after the establishment of the Ottoman Empire, it was called the Gulf of Basra, but the Arabs call it many special names for it, including the Gulf of the Qatif and the Gulf of Bahrain, as well as the Gulf of Oman. The importance of the Arabian Gulf region. 1. The Arabian Gulf region is filled with a large number of Arab minerals and oil, which this region accounts for a large proportion of the total global production of it. And among those precious metals in that region are gold and red iron oxide that is used in ships. 2. All the countries deployed in it converge on each other, which makes it a large military base suitable for confronting any aggression and providing for themselves. 3. This region is a large port for all ships heading to all countries of the world, and there are many areas in it that work to supply ships with fuel, and the depth of the water in it helps in a great way, and that water is suitable for all uses, and the presence of water helps in increasing the rate of the agricultural area. 4. The region is a major control center for all the movements that take place between different countries of the world, and it is enough for that area that is the Strait of Hormuz is located in it, and it controls that strait to a large extent. Climate of the Arabian Gulf. The Gulf has an unpleasant climate with high temperatures, although winters can be quite cold in the northwest fringes, and scattered precipitation occurs mainly as sharp showers between November and April, and is higher in the northeast. The humidity is high. Small cloud cover is more prevalent in winter than in summer, and thunderstorms and fog are rare, but dust storms and fog occur more frequently in summer. The shamal, which is wind that blows mostly from the northwest direction during the summer. It is rarely strong and rarely reaches gale force common, and water troughs are common in autumn, when winds sometimes reach speeds of 95 miles per hour within as short as 5 minutes. Intense heating of the land adjacent to the coast causes offshore winds nice in the morning and strong wild winds in the afternoon and evening. What is GCC? As for the Gulf Cooperation Council, it is called the Gulf Cooperation Council, and this council aims to achieve a set of integration and joint cooperation among all its members. The Council has achieved a number of goals related to a number of political, economic, and cultural aspects, as well as cooperation in the fields of education and society. 1981 AD, the city of Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is the headquarters of the Council. The Council also established means of cooperation in all fields of industry and trade exchange, and military cooperation was strengthened between all the countries participating in it, which works to support stability throughout the Arabian Gulf. A joint military force was established between the Gulf countries in 1982 AD, and it was called Peninsula Shield. This force worked to restore stability in the state of Bahrain in 2011 AD, but the Council will not be able to establish a common union among all the countries that form it, similar to the union in European countries.